What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo Box Break number 21. Lucky number 21. How is everyone this evening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the randoms. So if you want a chance to get into any of our future free breaks, all you got to do is hit the old subscribe button. All right, teams, let's do it. D-backs, Rich L. Braves, Stephen G. Orioles, Joshua M. Red Sox, Stephen G. Cubs, Josh B. White Sox, Grant H. Reds, Jeremy J. Guardians, Jenka C. Rockies, Rich L. Tigers, James F. Royals and Astros and Angels, Rory S. Dodgers, Daryl R. Brewers, John T. Twins, Rory S. Marlins, Robert H. Mets, Rory S. Yankees, Mark C. A's, Corey N. Phillies, Rob H. Pirates, Gabriel B. Cardinals, Brad M. Padres, Robert H. Giants, Christopher D. Mariners, Rory S. Rays, Mark C. Rangers, Jeremy J. Blue Jays, Corey N. And Nationals, Rory S. Hey, Gil, what's up, buddy? Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's nice. It's nice when the hometown team wins, my friend. But one more to go. We'll see what happens. We're very excited. The whole town's going crazy. I'm sure things are on fire. I know they greased up the light poles so people won't climb them. You know, all that fun stuff. I'm sure there'll be a shooting before the night's over. But I do thank you, my friend. You know, Rich, it's funny. That guy Alex, who was in the last break, he had said about finding some local guys. There's actually quite a few guys who are local who buy into my breaks. Like I sometimes, like when I do the smaller packages, like the first class packages, I don't always pay attention to the addresses. I just, because I do hundreds of them at a time, you know. But like there are guys who are regulars who are like from Newtown Square and Conshohocken, and I'm actually shy, and a lot of guys from Pennsylvania, who buy into the breaks. Like sometimes guys have bought in and I didn't really notice before, and then I happen to catch it when I'm doing the shipping. I'm like, oh wow, this guy's right up the street from me. There was a guy a few years ago who used to buy in regularly who lived on the other side of my town. I actually, for a while, would drop off his cards at his house. All right, let's see what old Bowman Draft has in store for us this evening, folks. Good luck, everybody. Excuse me. Da, 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 da. We're really due for like a super fractor in Bowman. That would be nice. We just pulled that nice gold vinyl for Rich the other night, actually last night. I love pulling that stuff. It is huge around here. It's funny. Like I'm always, for some reason, my biggest client base is in California, honestly, which is kind of funny to me. But I get a breakdown of like where there's a Jackson Holiday paper, like kind of a general breakdown of where by state. And Pennsylvania is always like third on the list, but California is always the highest. I guess just population wise, it works out. But, what do we got here? For the Phillies, speaking of the hometown, Gabriel Rincones to 150. 115 of 150 for the Phils. Rob, there you go, buddy. Brooks Lee. Melendez. And Mule. Oh, really? It's funny. My son, I was gonna go to a show up there some months back because my son was going to a vintage show that was up in North Jersey. I forget why I didn't go. Romero, I'm trying to remember. For some reason I didn't go to it, but I was gonna check one out. They have a lot of signers at those shows. That I noticed. Johnson, like the guys like you do, like you get the autographs from, man. Some of those are crazy. The amount of people they have. I mean those guys. I guess like we were saying. I mean, not only they charge a lot, they must make a lot of money off of doing autograph signings. Like I said, I know Carl's. He does a ton of them, and he does really well with them. And he had who did he have recently? He had someone huge recently. AJ Brown, maybe. I think it was AJ Brown. He had like a month or so ago, and they told me they sold like 1,500 tickets to it. I didn't ask how much the tickets were. I forgot to ask, but I was like thinking like, say it's $100. You know what I mean? Like the guy's there for 2 hours. They probably split the money. You know, the guy's working with 8 grand for like an hour or so worth of work. It's not too bad. Okay. Blackjack for the Nationals. Sorry, I'm all out of sorts over here. I'm trying to get myself squared away. And heir apparent Gavin Cross. Philly is -1.5. Okay. Jackson Holiday. I honestly, I know like I said before, I'm sticking with the whole positive attitude because I have been through the whole playoffs. I'm really not that worried. I mean, if they play the way they can play, I think they can beat anybody. Dustin Harrison, Victor. Reggie Crawford, Rincones, Montgomery, and Vasquez. Refractors. There's one in April I go to that has every great football player: Montana, Bradshaw, Manning. That's the lineman, Mitch Wentz. Really? Yeah, see, like that's the thing. When I see someone like Manning doing a signing, I think to myself, like, why is he doing? But they must. I mean, it must be worth it for them to go out and do it. I guess. Like, I mean, Manning's got to have more money than God. Gilbert Cross. Let me pull them cross out. All right, refractors of Vasquez. There's a nice Elijah Green refractor for Washington. Cabrera, Rosman Verdugo, and our first hit for the Angels, Sonny DiChara. 236 of 250. Sonny DiChara. For Rory. First baseman, 145th rounder, SEC Player of the Year. Let's see. 2022, 61 games. He hit 383, 22 home runs, and 59 RBIs. He had 22 home runs in 61 games. Jesus. That's pretty good. My, oh, my. All right, pack number 2. Come on. So you said for the Philly show you bought Bench and who else, Rich? Are they the only two that you're doing? No, you said someone else. I can't remember who it was. All right, pack 2. Good luck, everyone. Blackjack for the Brewers. Elijah Green, Rincones, Parada. Do you have like a really like sick man cave, Rich, with like balls and signed helmets all over the place? You must. And for the White Sox, Noah Schultz to 499. 427 of 499. Oh, Maxi, that's right. Tyrese Maxi. Yeah, that I'm excited about is getting that Maxi back from grading that I sent in. I hope it does well. Jackson Holiday paper. Gavin Cross. Bolt. Rushing. Oh, they haven't announced everyone yet. I got you. And how much was Maxi? You said bench was 120, right? How much is bench was 120, right? How much is Tyrese Maxey? White Sox is Grant. Here you go, buddy. Pintar, DeLauder, 150 for a mini. So that's with the ball. Oh, we have a redemption. Sorry, spoiling it. For flat items, 150. Is that what you get signed to basketball? All right, Chromes. Romero. Bring your own ball. I got you. Timar Johnson draft card. Refractors of Hernandez, Guzman, Walker, and Kempner. Heir apparent, Dylan Beavers. 25 bucks. I got you. Cutter Coffee, Kevin Parada, Jet Williams, Chase DeLauder. And first up for the Pirates, Michael Kennedy to 250. 122 of 250 for the Buccos. Gabriel. There you go, buddy. All right. Refractors of Phillips, Cox, Rojas, Dominic Keegan. And we have a redemption. Good luck, everybody. All right. What do we got? You're due to receive a class of 2022 autograph of Kevin Parada for the Mets. The Metropolitans is Rory. Here you go, buddy. Kevin Parada. Not too shabby. So the balls are 25 bucks and it costs 150 to have them sign the ball. So it's 175 all in for Tyrese Maxey. Kevin Parada, nice hit. I think I'd be worried that if I got into something like that, I'd want like everybody's on. I'd have a hard time deciding. Like, yeah, let's get in. Yeah, why not? What the hell? But man, those lines are crazy, man. I see those lines all the time. I don't know how anybody stands. Those lines at that show are insane. I always feel bad for those guys who have the have the front tables that are up by the autograph area. Like you can't get at their tables. I don't even go up there usually because the lines are so bad for the autographs. Like I don't go anywhere near those tables up there. Well, that was back when they were at I guess now it's better at the convention center. But back when they were in the casino. All righty. Blackjack for the 20s. Oh yeah, that's right. You said it goes by number, right? It's not $10 for JSA. Wait a second. So then JSA what slaps a sticker on it right there to certify it? Wow, what a freaking scam that is. You gotta be kidding. So there's a JSA guy next to him with a bunch of stickers, and he just after he signs, he slaps the sticker on and goes, "Look, it's authentic. $10, please." Yes, you can't for 175. You can't get an authentication. That's ridiculous. Cole Phillips to 499, 209 of 499. It's the order you buy in. Okay. You know, it's funny you say that. When I bought this Mike Trout ball over here, I bought it for my son back in 2013, and it has the MLB authentication sticker on the bottom, and you look it up, and it tells you the date, the time, the place where he signed it. It's a rookie ball. He signed it his rookie year, the whole 9 yards. And I remember when I went to buy it, because again, I've always loved cards, but I've never done a lot with memorabilia. The guy who I bought it from, it was in a shop up in Northeast Philly. He had a few different ones. And this one, when I bought it, was $100 at the time. But he had another one that was $60. And they looked exactly the same. And I was like, well, I don't understand. Why is this one 100 and that one's 60? And he was like, because it has the MLB authentication sticker on the bottom. The other one was authenticated. I think it was BGS or JSA or one of them. But because it had the MLB authentication, I was like, and then he talked me into it. He's like, believe me, in the long run, it's going to be worth it. I was like, okay, whatever. Just give it to me, you know? Well, that's like, I saw a whole thing last year about these JSA guys who were at the games. Like every single stadium during the games has like authentication guys there with stickers, and they'll authenticate like anything. And then like for Tops or for Panini, or like they do multiples to send it off. So they'll be like, well, we need X amount of balls, or we need X amount of this or X amount of that. And there's a guy there who'll just run around the stadium slapping stickers on stuff and then shipping them to whoever wants them, Panini or Tops or JSA or Beckett or, PSA or whatever. All right, Lipscomb. Contra. There's a Johnson. And Jackson Holiday Invicta. Refractors of Cho, Ford, Rafaela, and Burkhalter. Because when I saw that thing, I was like, man, I'd love that job. Like if I could get an authentication job at Citizens Bank Park, like just run around every game and with a list of things that you need and you slap stickers on it and send it out. Oh God. I would be in heaven. Rick Lee, Burkle, and Peyton Paulette for the Sox. Numbered 63 of 99 for the White Sox. What a scam, though. Like, you think about it. I mean, if they're getting $10 a pop, let's say 200 people line up for a maxi auto, especially here in Philly. I mean, man, the guy sits there for an hour and makes like $2,000 slapping stickers on stuff. That's crazy. Cannon, there's a rocker. Beck, Blaze Jordan refractor, and our next hit for the Phillies, Alex McFarland, 156 of 499. For Rob. Here you go, bud. Nice refractor auto. Trying to remember where I saw that. I think it was on like Real Sports or something, maybe last year. Because they were talking about the baseball card boom, and it was all kind of related to that. But it was a really cool job. And the guy was like, "Yeah, I get a list at the beginning of the game where I need like one of so and so's jerseys, or I need 10 balls, or I need I need 3 bats and whatever." And they of course get full access to pretty much everything they want. They just run around, slap stickers on it, and ship it off. Like, man, the guy who's got that job is probably like, "Oh, I hate this job. It sucks." Or a guy like me would be like, "Dude, I'll give you my right arm for that job." Dawson, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you, my friend? Oh, man, this pack does not want to open. Tough guy pack. Come on now. Be nice. Jeez Louise. What's going on here? All right. All right. Pack number 4. Good luck, everybody. Guardians Blackjack. Oh yeah, those guys are. Well, what's his name used to do that? Jabs. That was his thing. That's how it was his thing. He used to run around and like steal baseballs from children during batting practice and stuff. There's a few of those guys out there on there was some guys my son used to watch years ago who did it at the Dodgers all the time. I forget what their name was, but they had a pretty big channel on YouTube. And basically they would go around to like batting practice or whatever and like collect as many balls as they could, stealing them from children and like again, I mean, to each his own, that's I don't really get that one, but you know. Yeah, that was Jabs' thing, man. There's like, you can find pictures of him online surrounded by like 6,000 balls he got at Pirates games and stuff like that. Dodger Films, that was it. Yeah. Dodger Films. My son, when he was little, used to watch them all the time. But then they got in trouble or something. Something happened with them. I forget what it was. For a while, the Dodgers even were like supporting them. But then they got in trouble with MLB or something happened. I don't remember what it was. But that was a long time ago, too. But yeah, I don't. I mean, hey, if that's your thing, it's cool with me. But like, I've seen the pictures of Jabs where he's like in his garage and he's surrounded by like thousands of baseballs, and it's like, well, are any of them signed or anything? Like, I mean, couldn't I just go and buy a bunch of baseballs and go, look what I got? I mean, like, I don't know. It seems a little not my thing, but hey, like I said, to each his own. Look, I collect baseball cards. People think I'm weird, so Reggie Crawford. My wife bought me this sweatshirt for Christmas, this black hooded sweatshirt, and on the back of it, it says, "I collect baseball cards and I know things." Kumar Rocker, and like twice, I've worn it a bunch of times, and like twice since I've worn it, people have actually stopped me and go, "You really collect baseball cards?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Is that really still a thing?" Like, refractors of Muncie, Boyd, Alvarez, and Class. I'm just like, yes, it is. It's still a thing. People are like shocked. Luciano heir apparent. Dodger Films. It's so funny that you remember that. Yeah. Brooks Lee. My son loved those guys. God, he used to watch them all the time. And for the Pirates, Jack Brannigan to 150 blue. 71 of 150. Zach Hampel. Yeah, Dawson, what are you thinking about for college, bud? Do you You have someplace in particular you're hoping for, or are you just throwing darts and figuring it out from there? All right, refractors of Mercedes, Simpson, and Wynn. Doncon, and our next hit for Houston. There's a nice first rounder, Drew Gilbert. Rory, here you go. Nice one, bud. Are they still is he are they still on? I remember something happened with them that they were off for a while. Do they still do that stuff, the Dodger Films guys? Nice Drew Gilbert. Southern Indiana. Okay. That's good. You know what you're gonna planning on studying, or are you just going liberal arts? My kid's going to Tennessee. He no, he got into all the schools he applied to, but he decided on Tennessee. So he wants to go to like a big SEC football school and do the whole 9 yards. Just cool. Tennessee's a good school. He's going to business school there. In fact, I'm trying to get him set up to go down there next month for an official visit before he does his, he actually commits. But he already got in, but he hasn't committed anywhere yet. It's like he's got a few months. So I'm like, what's the rush? Lord knows what could happen. Packs do not want to be nice to me tonight. My God. I'm unwrapping Christmas presents here or something. They stopped during the game because the Dodgers said they couldn't. That's right. Oh, okay. They did the softball videos. I do kind of remember that. But yeah, I remember they got in trouble for something and they stopped for a while. And then I do remember they were doing some kind of softball. I haven't seen any of their videos in a long time, but my son used to watch them religiously when he was little. And I used to say something to my son, like, they'd be going after these balls and like diving over people and pushing kids out of the way. Like, this is horrible. All for a stupid ball in hitting batting practice, Alexis Hernandez for the Cubs. For Josh, numbered 18 of 250. If you had all those balls and told me you caught them in games, like home run balls, that would be impressive, but, and I know they do that too, but the bulk of them are from, a guy who I worked with who, years ago, I was the chef at Sullivan's Steakhouse in King of Prussia. When I first worked for them, well, no, I actually was towards the end of working for them. When they opened Citizens Bank Park, the guy who was the chef from the Wilmington Sullivans, he caught the very first home run at Citizens Bank Park. And they have done, he still has the ball. They have offered him so much money for that ball repeatedly. And he still always turns them down. Like, it was the first home run ever hit in the park, blah, blah, blah. And he keeps it. Like, you're out of your mind, dude. Take the cash and run. He almost gets hit by cars outside of a AAA stadium. Really? I'll check that out. That I'd get a kick out of. Watching some idiot get run over while he's chasing down balls outside of a AAA stadium. You want balls that bad, man? Go to Dick's and buy yourself a bucket. There's easier ways to get them, that's for sure. Used to like him, but the more I see how people don't like him. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like those guys who do that. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Jabs when he was doing that stuff. Well, I know a lot of people that don't like Jabs as a breaker either. So I guess it carries over. I'm still trying to figure out how Jabs gets away with the shipping once a month thing. Elijah Green. I feel like it's all I do is ship stuff. This dude's shipping once a month to people, and people put up with it. I can't believe it. Jacob Miller draft card. Refractors of Mayer, De La Cruz, Campos, and Mayo. I don't know Jabs. I've never met him. I have nothing against the guy. I've never had a problem with it, but I don't know anybody who I've heard more complaints about for people not getting their cards, and it amazes me how big he is with the amount of complaints I heard from people. Schobel. All right, for the Yankees, Anthony Hall to 150. 90 of 150. He does. It is like a cult. That's true. It's crazy. Like, I used to watch his videos like when he went to the flea markets and stuff. Like, I always like that. And then when he started breaking and doing he was always doing the Patreon stuff. And then one day somebody told me like, oh yeah, I'm part of his Patreon, but I haven't gotten a package in like 6 months. What? And you're still paying this guy? Morabel, Zobak, McLean, Diaz, and our last auto is for the Dodgers, Sean McLean. First Bowman auto for Daryl. There you go, buddy. Like, you guys know me, I don't talk bad about it. Everybody has a right to do business and this and that, whatever. I just am shocked, like, when I hear from people and I didn't get this or I didn't get that. I'm like, so why do you still pay this guy? But like you said, it's like a cult following. It's crazy. Thanks, Sean McLean, for the Dodgers. All righty, folks. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you guys, and I truly, truly do appreciate it. We're going to be back Friday. We're going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. And as I'm sure you've all seen the scroll across the top, we got lots of stuff coming in and lots of fun stuff to do. As I talked about in the last break, we are in a little bit of a baseball drought, unfortunately. So I'm gonna do the best I can to try and run some older stuff that we like, or we'll still keep doing draft and the popular ones. But honestly, until Series 2 catches up, or Series 1 catches up in the middle of February, I don't know that we're going to have anything new until then, unfortunately. Topps UK is coming in, but I got to wait for it to come from overseas. So that could be here tomorrow. It could be here a month from now. You never know with overseas orders. So, but come and join us. We love having you guys. I always appreciate it. Yeah, Dawson, I'm ready for baseball season 2, buddy. Well, I'll be ready after the Super Bowl. So, as soon as the Super Bowl's over, I'll be ready. All right, we're doing a hit recap for 2022 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo Box Break number 21. Just some stuff I pulled out there, going to get top loaded. Plus, we will top load all the first refractors. We always do that. But we got Elijah Green, Brooks Lee, Kumar Rocker Refractor, Timar Johnson, Jackson Holiday, Invicta, Parada, Williams, DeLauder, Romero, Cross, and an Elijah Green Refractor. Jackson Holiday, we also had 1 chrome and 2 papers, along with that Invicta. Parallels, paper parallels, Rincones to 150, Schultz to 499, Phillips to 499, Hernandez to 250. Chrome, we had the Michael Kennedy to 250, Peyton Paulette to 99, Jack Brannigan to 150, and Anthony Hall to 150. And then autographs, Alex McFarland Refractor to 499, Drew Gilbert base auto, Sean McLean base, Sonny DeChara to 250 for the Angels, and finally class of 2022 auto, Kevin Parada for the Mets. Chiefs game was rigged. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I know that the Chiefs Eagles is the matchup they certainly wanted, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Everyone root for the Eagles. That's all that matters. For boo on the Chiefs. All right, guys. Again, thanks so much for another great week. We will see you next weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.